Squeeze your glutes as hard as you can right now. From a sitting position. Okay? Fire them as hard as you can. Pay attention. Touch them right now. Feel how hard they are. Feel how hard their glutes are. Okay? Are they that hard? Now stand up. Do the same thing. Same thing. Your glutes, feel them. The glutes are they contract 30% harder from a standing position. You should be able to feel a lot more solid up here. 30% more. Okay? You sit back down. You guys are all on candid camera. I just made all that stuff. Now, your glutes are 30% stronger. 30% stronger from a standing position. Okay? That's a big deal, right? So, this slide here shows this. This is hamstring and glute EMG. And what this study shows, and torque. What is torque, real quick? Let's define torque. People who were in my class yesterday should know torque, but you probably already forgot. Alright. I'm going to push this guy this way, and I'm producing force in this direction, right? So that's force. But the way joints work, hips rotate, elbow rotate. You have rotation around joints. Torque is just turning force, okay? Turning force around the joint. So you can measure. It's like a wrench. Think of a wrench twisting around. I am producing torque around that. That's turning force, and that is what torque is. And you measure in Newton meters. And these things confuse us. What the heck is a Newton meter? Well, Newton is just kilograms times gravity. So like in America we go by pounds because we want to make things complicated for the rest of the world. And you guys in Canada go by kgs, right? Kilograms? And so you take kilograms and multiply by 9.8, which is gravity, right? Acceleration due to gravity, and you get newtons. And then meters is just the distance away from the joint. And so they standardize it to be Newton meters. And so they look at this, and you look at torque. Torque is the triangle. And this is the hip angle, from 0 to 90 degrees. What's a hip angle of 0? Right here. What's a hip angle of 90 degrees? Right here. So if I want a hip angle of, if I'm at a hip angle of 90 degrees, is my torque higher or lower? Where am I stronger? Up here or down here? Where's the triangle? Right here? Diamond, sorry. Where's the diamond here? Way up here. This shows that my hip strength is actually 2.5 times more up here than down here. People are really weak right in here, guys. And they're really strong right here. You have 2.5 times more strength right here as you do right here in hip extension. Okay? However, look at the EMG of the hamstrings. Now, let me tell you how they got this measurement. We have these things called isokinetic dynamometers. So I can have someone from, say, a standing position and get them all stable and secure, and I can put their thigh right at 90 degrees. And I say, push down as hard as you can. And they go, ugh. And I've got electrodes hooked up to them. And I can measure their hamstring MVC, their glute EMG, their hamstring EMG, and how much torque they're producing. And then I have them do it here. And then I have them do it here, and then I have them do it here. And right here they're pushing back, and I see on the dynamometer that they have less than half the torque right here than they do here. So you're way stronger up here than you are down here. However, look at glute and hamstring activation stays the same throughout. However, look at the glutes. Glute max EMG is this triangle. Look at it. It's way less right here, and it goes way up to here. This means that the glute max contracts better at end range. And I have emailed several researchers asking them their opinion on this, and no one really knew what to say, but I found another article on the upper body muscles, and it showed that when muscles have better leverage, the brain knows to contract them harder. And the glutes actually don't have good leverage right here. They have much better leverage right here in hip extension. And I think that's why the brain just knows, I'm going to fire harder at end range hip extension. I'm going to fire the glutes harder because they've got better leverage.